Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in this market or to just learn from the market. But first, let me give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. But if you could please like, share, subscribe, y'all. We learn and we grow together. With that being said, let's get started. So we are looking at AMD. We closed at 216.42, and as you can see, we came here to this area around the 210.34, found some type of support, bounced from there, right? All the way up to this level here. I'm going to mark that level. Why? Because something stopped us in this area here. And when we look over to the side here, it's really this area here. So I'm going to leave it in this. Yes. So where are the trouble places for AMD as of right now, considering this candle has not closed? Let's say that, right? So where are the trouble places for AMD? I marked that level here of 223.98, 224.49, breaking that 226.81, and should we break that, 230.17. Keep in mind, anything can stop us out in this area here. Breaking that 230.17 area, the next level 233.48. Keep in mind, we could very well get stopped out in this area here for AMD. Should we break that, the next level I have is around 237.75. Breaking that 237.75 area for AMD, the next level 240.87, and again 243.91. Those are possible areas of resistance for AMD. Now to the downside, let's say we break back under this level here of 217.98. We could very well come back and find support again, 215.16, and breaking that 212.46. Now, should we break that 212.46, we come back to this area here, which will be around again that 210.34. Should we break that, the next level I have is around the 208.36. Breaking the 208.36, the next level 204.88. Keep in mind, we could very well get, find support in this area here or get stopped out in that area, so trade carefully, right? So breaking the 204.88 for AMD today, 201.54, breaking that 201.54 today, 196.64. I would say trade carefully, right? Because we could very well get stopped out anywhere in between this area. So if you are trading AMD today, y'all, I said so often, trade carefully. Why? Because in this market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed, right? So we are looking at Meta. We closed at 715.70, and I do believe Meta is an inside day candle, but let's look and see where we are as of right now. Let's see if we can get this chart just a little. Yes, that's okay, there we are. So where are the trouble places? As of now, it looks like support is around this 705.50 area. We can say resistance 707.57. Should we break that, the next level 708.27, 708.77, 709.86. Again here at 710.79, 711.27, 712.03. And should we break that, y'all see that ATR trailing stop is right at a level that we have marked here at 712.86. Now breaking that, we could very well come back to around the 714.53 and have some trouble there, but there's a few layers of resistance in this area here. So up to the 714.77, 715.29, 716.34, and y'all see that 200 EMA is right there at 716.63 as of now. So those are trouble places or resistance areas for Meta today. So let's look to the downside. If by chance we break under the 705.50, we could very well find support again here at the 704.83. We can use this level 704.51, 704.13, 703.51. Breaking that brings us back to around 702.47. But keep in mind, we could very well get stopped out from this area to this area. So if you're trading Meta today, I said often, y'all, trade carefully under the 702.47. The next level I have is around the 701.91, 701.91. Yes, breaking that 701.44. Now, should we break that 701.44 244 area. The next level is around the $700.99. However, breaking that brings us back to, y'all see price stopped right at a level we have marked. I like to see that, right? So the next level is here at $699.96, or the $700.01. So that's really close to a level that we have marked, right? So I did mention that Meta is an inside day candle. That means if by chance we break, we're going to look to the upside. If by chance we break back above, let's see if we can find that. Yes, back above the 720 area, the upside target for Meta today is around the 735.33. Now to the downside, which we've already broke through the downside trigger, which was here at 707.57, and the target to the downside was 704.51. So if you're trading Meta today, again, it was an inside day candle. Anything is possible. Market levels, once it goes against your reason for getting in the trade, I said often, y'all get out, right? So we are looking at NVDA. We closed at 188.32, and as you can see, y'all, I like to see when price come down to a level that I have marked. It's just simple support and resistance, in my opinion. So where the trouble places as of now, this would be our kind of like our support area, 184.88. We could say that resistance is here at 185.87, because kind of, you know, that's kind of the zone that we were trading in. It looks like we tried to go up to this 200 EMA, but y'all see it's right there at a level that we have marked, and we got rejected in that area only to come back down, right? So as of now, where are the trouble places? We're going to again say 184.48 as our support, resistance 185.87. Should we break that? 186.23. Next level 186.85. Should we break that? 187.37. Could be a rejection area. Why? Because price held in this area here, right? So it was strong support. It is now strong resistance, right? So breaking that, we could possibly have trouble again. That ATR trailing stop 187.77. Breaking that brings us back to that 188.23. We were rejected here before. Could we go back and break through it? Anything is possible, right? So breaking that 188.92. Should we break that? 189.28, and again 189.60. Breaking that level brings us back to 190.06. So if you're trading NVIDIA today, those are possible areas to the upside that, you know, resistance areas. Now let's look to the downside, and it looks like NVIDIA is also an inside day candle for today. So back to the downside, under 184.48, we could possibly find support 183.92, 183.74, 183.44, which is here where price just stopped recently, right? So breaking that, we can use around the 183.05, breaking that 182.56, and breaking that level 182.14. There's a few layers at that 182.14 down to the 181.89. Keep in mind, we could very well find support in this area. However, breaking that, the next level 181.53, 181.28, 181.07, and breaking that level for NVIDIA today. I have the next level at 180.78. Those are possible areas of support and resistance. Again, y'all, I look at it on a smaller scale. Why? Because when I'm in the trade, I kind of want to know where my possible trouble places are. So I did mention that NVIDIA is an inside day candle, meaning if we break above the 190.06 today, the possible target today 195.69. Now to the downside, which we are under that downside trigger, 185.87, which we're under that downside target today for NVIDIA is around the 181.99, 181.89. So if you're trading NVIDIA today, y'all, I said often trade carefully, mark your levels. Once it goes against your reason for getting in the trade, get out, right? I did mention inside day candles. We have a lot of those, or a few of those today. So I'm going to mention a few of those, Apple being one of them. If we break above 249.70, let's see what that upside target for Apple today is. 256.37. Interesting. 249.70 is the trigger. The target is 256.37. Now to the downside, under the 245.56, and that is kind of like where we are consolidating, or the gathering spot, as I like to say, right? So breaking that, we could very well come back to the target area, which is around the 244 area. So if you are trading Apple today, it is an inside day candle and it normally moves about $4.49. That is the ATR trail and stop, the average true range, or the average ATR. Did I say trail and stop? It is the ATR, the average true range for the stock. So again, if you're trading Apple, it is an inside day candle. Bank of America is also an inside day candle for today, breaking above the 49.42, upside target $50.16. Downside, which we've already made that, right? So downside under 48.81. We had a downside target today, 48.56. And y'all see price just stopped down here at the 46.95. Interesting, right? So if you're trading Bank of America today, it is an inside day candle. Carnival Cruise Line, or CCL, is an inside day candle. Carnival Cruise Lines, let's say that 28.51. if we should break that, 28.81 is the target. Under 27.87, downside target 27.61. Let's go see how much CCL normally moves per day. $1.10. Again, y'all, this could be in either direction, so if that's something that you trade carefully. DVN Energy, or DVN, is also an inside day candle today. 33.25, breaking that level brings us to a possible target of 34.04 to the downside, which we've already met that. Under 32.54, we have a downside target of 32.48. We've already reached that area. So if you're trading DVN, it is an inside day candle today. I say it often, y'all, trade carefully. IWM it's also an inside day candle for today, above 244.59. We have an upside target 246.92. Now to the downside, under 248.38, downside target today for IWM 237.59. So if you trade the Russell or IWM, I say trade carefully. Let's see, it normally moves about $3.80 per day, again in either direction. So mark your levels, y'all. Once it goes against your reason for getting in, make sure you have the discipline to get out. QQQ is also an inside day candle for today, which it's this interesting day in the market, right? So it seems like everything's already reaching those targets. So to the upside, above 603.19, upside target for QQQ 613.33. To the downside, we are under that now, 597.23. Downside target today for QQQ 588. Yes, 588.95. Yes, let's go see how much QQQ normally moves. $7.82. That is the ATR for QQQ. So if that's something that you trade, I said often, y'all, trade carefully, right? So SoFi is also an inside day candle for today. Let's say above this level, 27.44. Upside target today for SoFi is 29.81. Now to the downside, let's say if by chance we break under this level here of 26.12, downside target is around the 24.37. So if you trade SoFi today, it is an inside day candle. Let's see where how much it normally moves. $1.61. Y'all, that could be in either direction. I said often, y'all, trade carefully. So above 27.60, downside, upside target 29.81. Under this level here of 26.47, downside target 26.12. Again, it moves $1.61. So if SoFi is something that you trade carefully. Y'all, SPX and the SPY both are inside day candles. Normally when I say the SPX numbers, I get tongue tied for some reason. So if by chance you're trading SPX today, again, it is an inside day candle. Let's say we break above the 6.668.81, upside target 6.762.99. Yes. Now under 6.61978, we have a downside target of 6.5550.11. So yeah, SPX is an inside day candle, and for those that trade SPX, I say trade carefully, right? So we are looking at the SPY, right? So the SPY closed at 633.04. As you can see, y'all, we came down to an area. I love to see this that we have marked here around the 655.57. We tried to go back up, only to looks like we're getting rejected. So I look at support and resistance on a smaller scale. As of now, support is around this level of 656.65. Right? Price is here. back to the upside, we will need to get back above 657.59. 658.35, y'all see that is where our 20 EMA is as of now. Breaking that level, 659.11. Should we break that 659.71 and breaking that 50 EMA is right there at a level of 660.27 that we have marked, right? So breaking that, we could possibly have trouble again. That ATR trailing stop 661.05 is exactly at a level that I have marked. I love to see this, y'all. I just marked simple support and resistance, marking the high and the lows of those consolidation areas or the gathering spots, right? So above 661.04 for the SPY, 661.38. Again here at 661.75, 662.03, 662.40, breaking that 662.77 and breaking that 663.41. Should we break that 663.90 and breaking that, we can come back up to the 664.55, which is kind of where our 200 EMA is as of now. So let's look to the downside, right? So under this level for the SPY 650.65, we can come back to 655.57, 654.81, 653.94, breaking that 653.68. 653.36. Those are areas that we could very well get stopped out for the SPY because it has held us up before, right? So breaking that level of 653.36 area, we can come back to 652.98, 652.84, 652.66, breaking that 652.17, breaking that 651.87, breaking that 651.87 for the SPY today. Possibly find support 651.42, 651.21, 650.79. Those are possible areas of support and resistance. And it looks again that SPY is an inside day candle. So if by chance we break back above 665.16, let's see what that upside target is for the SPY today, 673.95. Now to the downside, and we are under that now, 669.71. The downside target is here at 652.84. Let's see. Downside target for the SPY today is 652.84. Yes, so if you're trading the SPY today, I said often y'all trade carefully, and I'm going to go ahead and throw this disclaimer out. The SPY and Tesla charts are very congested. I know that because it's something that I've been trading and charting for years, so it works for me. Let me say that, right? So let's go look at Tesla today. I say it often, y'all. Tesla does what Tesla does, right? So we closed at 435.90. We have made a pre-market low thus far. Let's see, the low of this candle here is 421.80. So let's see where our trouble places are. As of now, support is around the 425.39. We can say resistance is here, 428.60. In my opinion, that's been a strong area of support or resistance. For some reason, I remember that 428.60 and that 440.41 area for the Tesla. Now, should we break this 428.60, y'all see 429.99, which is not far from that 200 EMA around the 430.78. Breaking that level for Tesla, 432.22, 433.50, right there where that ATR trailing stop is. Should we break that level, 434.54, next level 436.19. Y'all see we tried to come up and test this area right at a level we knew we could possibly have trouble, right? So breaking that 436.99 and breaking that 437.71, 438.42, 438.27, and back at the 440.41 for Tesla. Now let's look to the downside. Say we break under this level 425.39, the next level 423.25, 422.22. I remember that here, right? But look, we were there before. So 422.22 could be a strong area of support for Tesla, not financial advice, right? So breaking that, we could very well come back to 420.39, 419.71, 418.62, 417.54, 416.56, breaking that 414.98, 413.75 and breaking the 412 area here, we could very well come back to 410.01 and breaking that 407.89. Tesla is an inside day candle for today, so let's go see. I'm going to get that off. Let's go see where those levels are. If by chance we break above, let's say, the 436.99 for Tesla today, the upside target for Tesla today is 443.13. Now to the downside, if we break under the 419.71, we could possibly have a downside target today for Tesla at 411.43. I say it often, y'all, in this market, anything is possible. Nothing is guaranteed. So, y'all, this is what I see when I look at the market. I say it often, y'all, there's so many different ways to trade the market. And what's challenging is trying to figure out the strategy that works best for you and for you to have the discipline to execute your plan. So make sure that you have a plan before going into the trade. That is very, very important. So I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very productive day today. Again, if you could please like, share, subscribe, y'all. We learn and we grow together. With that being said, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others. Until next time.